Okay, so the first two tests were basically, first test was a surprise to see exactly how much alcohol would actually go back in to the bottle, and we realized it was like a 2 gram difference, which was really impressive. The second test was to see how much over the line we could put it. So we burned it. We came to a boil in about 7 minutes, and based on the testing, it looks like we got about 1/8 of an ounce more back in there, which is pretty impressive. But in all standards, it wasn't super significant where it would blow out the other 2 stoves. So I think the efficiency is basically even across the board with the wick stoves and this. Maybe this edges it out a little bit. So that's the conclusion I came up with. Now let's put this thing out of its element. Let's only put about 1/4 of an ounce in here, which we know for a fact, if we're only getting 1/8 ounce back, that 1/4 of an ounce is not going to have the ability to put everything to a boil. And once it burns out, we're going to try to refill it again and see how long that takes and how long that increases the time to get this boil out. So we're going to go with the 6.5 minutes is an adequate boil time for this particular device. Say we're a noob, we're just trying to learn how to use an alcohol stove, and we misjudged it. So how much longer is it going to take to get this water to a boil? Whereas the wick stoves excel in that area because you can just keep refilling it, you never lose your burn time. This, because you have to wait a minute to take the screw out and put more alcohol back in. This is where I want to see the time difference now. So let's get into it, and we need to shut up. That's about, yeah, I'll do a little more. That should be good. That should work here. Again, I will edit this to save some time. I know I said I wanted to keep this within 15 minutes, but I totally blew that out of the box, and you're gonna get 3 videos out of this. Whatever. Deal with it, my friends. There's the water again, filling it to the level. It was basically the same as the other one. Perfect. Getting good at that. Wow, I moved. That was kind of freaky. Primed up. Yeah, she is now. I better prime this time. Top. This thing on straight. Time it. Start. Bam. So there's the time. See you in about the 6-minute mark. Or how long it takes to burn this thing out. I gotta tell you, I think she's starting to fade out now. It's, you see that? That's 7 minutes, 15 seconds. And I still, let me see the bottle. I only put a quart, oh, it's going. Oh, she's puffing. Oh, she's not ready yet. I mean, yeah, wow. It made 7 minutes and 35 seconds. Obviously, this is a controlled environment. Yeah, okay, I get you. You know, it probably won't be like that with wind and then cold air and stuff like that. But we're like at 7 minutes and 35 seconds. And this thing petered out. Okay, so I'm starting again. I didn't get a full rolling boil. I was getting really close. It started hissing and cussing at me. But nothing that showed me a rolling boil. So, clock's still going. And we're going to see how long it takes me to, damn, that's hot. Alright, so we'll wait it out. And we're going to keep this thing going. I'm going to shut off the camera. When I refill this thing, based on that, I mean, 1/4 of an ounce. I don't know how much was trapped inside because it's in the stove. I mean, I shook it out pretty good. There could be some residual stuff in there that's helping this out, but you know, probably not enough to really make a difference. But yeah, damn it, Blaze, your fault, man. Blaming you. I don't know. I'm starting to get really impressed with the mini atomic again. This thing's a beast. It's a beast. Okay. No, still freaking hot. Now I'm running on 8 minutes. Going on 9 minutes now. Because I still can't relight this stove yet. So if you misjudge, it's definitely going to increase this boil time. Because you know, you gotta play to its strengths, and then you gotta test it on its weaknesses too. It's still hot. If I get a blister blaze, I'm busting your ass. I will travel to Europe to deliver an ass whooping. Kidding. Maybe. Please. It's people like you that keep me testing these things. Alright, I think we're good. Alright. Alright. That's still freaking hot. I'm just gonna die. Bastard. Alright, I'm not gonna put that much more in, based on how efficient this thing is. So, that's about it. I won't have to prime this thing again. 10 minutes. At this point in time, the the mini heat would have already brought it to a boil, because I was able to refuel it. That's hot too. I would have been able to refuel it without the fire going out. Get on there. Get on there right. There we go. Alright. So let's see how much longer it takes for this thing to become a rolling boil. I will stop the camera and I'll let you know to go. We're at 11 minutes 45 seconds. And she's gone. Okay. 11 minutes 48 seconds. So, not knowing how much fuel you need is going to add a significant amount of time to achieve the boil that you want. So, there you go. Almost 12 minutes. So you went from putting 3/4 of an ounce into the mini atomic, achieving a boil at about 6.5 to 7 minutes, and call it a day and pour some, you get about 1/8 of an ounce back in. So you're looking at 3/4 of fuel used, about. You know, I'm not going to do this to the whatever. And then if you only put 1/4 of an ounce in, you get about a 7.5 minute run time, but it's not as hot. It's not as hot. You got to take it off. You got to take some time to take the screw out, pour some fuel back in, light it, put it back on. So then you're at, what was it? Then you're at almost 12 minutes, 11 minutes 48 seconds. So I don't know. If you don't guess right, you're going to add to the boil time. If you guess too much, you get a faster boil time and you can get some fuel back in. So it's comparable to the wick stoves. So, I don't know. I'm doing these things so you can make your own judgment. If you are a good guesser and you master the pressurized stove, bam, go for it. If you want something that's pretty easy, it's really good for noobs and you can keep refilling, go with a wick stove with the remote fuel line. I mean, it's up to you. I'm just doing these tests to give you a more informed decision. I tend to like wick stoves because I like to control the fuel, but based on this is really comparable and it's got a faster boil time, so I don't know. I'm undecided on what I'm going to take out there now. They seem to be kind of even now. In my mind and based on what I got from the outside test, it didn't seem even, but I never put them head to head. Put them head to head, they seem pretty even. So if all things being equal, I would probably think that maybe the mini atomic might be the way to go, because it's got a faster boil time, and I could just throw in 3/4 of an ounce. I don't know. It's too controlled in here to tell right now, but based on these tests, it seems like it seems like this thing's pretty good. It's back up to par, and I didn't think it'd be up to par. So thanks Blaze Away for getting me to do these things and come to a better conclusion. Hope you guys enjoyed this long series that definitely didn't run in 15 minutes. Peace.